to the correct conclusion that the luminescence was due to something happening inside the nuclei of radioactive atoms. For thousands of years, it had been thought that atoms were the smallest unit of matter. Curie's earthly stars were evidence that within the atom was a possible world where even smaller particles were interacting. 100 years after this magical night, Marie Curie's cookbooks still glowed with the exquisite radioactivity she had discovered. But it took a little time for the darker implications of this deeper understanding of nature to dawn in the mind of a visionary named H.G. Wells, a writer who was a genius at turning the new revelations of science into stories that captivated the world, and foreseeing, as no one else, their gravest consequences. He set his vision of a nuclear war between England and Germany in the impossibly distant future of the 1950s. In 1933, the Hungarian physicist Leo Szilard was contemplating becoming a biologist.
Dr. Szilard? Are you quite all right in there?
He read Wells's novel, and it started him thinking. Szilard knew that atoms are made of protons and neutrons on the inside, and a skittering veil of electrons on the outside. Suddenly, while waiting for the light to change at this intersection in London, he was struck by the thought. If he could find a sufficiently large amount of an element that would emit 2 neutrons when it absorbed 1, it would sustain a nuclear chain reaction. 2 would produce 4, 4 would produce 8, and so forth, until enormous amounts of energy in the nucleus itself could be liberated. Not a chemical reaction, but a nuclear one. This was the moment our world changed.